Hello everybody, First Month is here. Today with some, I would say unusual, maybe somebody of you didn't expect, I will do another video about Emerson knives. And this beauty is Emerson Vindicator, as you can see in black. There is actually black plus plain edge with or you can choose with serration, and the same with I believe it's stone wash. So this is the Emerson Vindicator, and this video is about this knife. It came in this, of course, Emerson box, and with this, I'd say, I don't know how to say that, little book or handbook or guide or something like that. And why I say that, because you might see my old video about Emerson Commander, actually old one, and or the Cooperation Zero Tolerance Emerson, this 0620 excellent knife. So this video is about the Vindicator, but of course, to get you more perspective, I will compare the knife with my old knives, I mean the old Emersons. For the first time, or on the start, I show you how sharp it is. Its original edge untouched. Hey guys, I love the design. That's why the knife is here. It's not mine actually. Maybe one day, but it's not mine. It's hard to find these. I believe what I've checked, so any Emerson is pretty much hard to find at these days. So I like the design. That's why I choose this one to have it here. And let's do the comparison. Oh, I forget, some little piece of wood without. It's very sharp, guys. Even the kind of steep secondary bevel, and of course, as an Emerson, not like the zero tolerance Emerson, it's one side sharpened. So as you can see here, but not here. It's one side sharpened, so there's grinding of course, but the real edge is done just from one side, same as the Commander. As you can see, it's fairly used. It's I got it many years. For me, the Vindicator, by the way, this is 620. The Vindicator is for me kind of upgrade, or maybe for somebody a better version of that Emerson Commander, as I said. So as a materials, 154 cm, 154 cm, and on that 0620 it's Elmax. Important thing. Of course, standard locks for both Emersons are liner locks. But what I found, maybe you find it here, on the Commander standard version, as I mean standard size, the top the steel liner here, you might say, is a little bit thinner than on the Vindicator. What I want to say, on the Commander, the side where the lock is thicker than the top side. But on the Vindicator model, there are, or both of these are the same, in the same thickness. You can find it here. What also you can see on the Commander seems to be kind of plastic spacer between these steel liners, and on the Vindicator there is none. It makes the knife slightly lighter, but okay, a few grams only a few grams. Dogs are the same, as you can see the wave. And by the way, you might see on the, maybe it's just me, but on the Vindicator, the wave here, the space is longer, I would say. So there's more space in between the spine of the knife and the hook here than here. I've seen some video about to use this one not only as an opener, but as a like kind of guard when the eventual enemy blade slides down and will be catched here. Some, like, if you know, some sabers do that, some daggers from Middle Age, or let's say Sai, Japanese or Chinese, these from that side, Okinawans Sai weapon, because I say Japanese and Chinese because on China they use it the same. So that one, you know, the like, it's like, how to say that, I forget the name. Okay, like the tool for picking up grains, or sorry about that, just a fork. Sorry, that's the fork. So for this, they catch the sword with that, and they usually stab with the others. They use it too, but in that way. So that was interesting for me, because what I know about knife fights, and I'm not expert by any means, but what I know, it's very hard to find something, you know, with such short blades, and you won't do, like, you know, fencing, you defend the enemy's blade. I don't say you can't, but you must be very, very, very lucky to get enemy's blade catch like that, because usually the fight with such short blades looks in different way. What I've seen, what I've tried. Okay, so anyway, wave is here. The same, let's say, circle made for opening. It came, by the way, pretty tight, so I must loosen it up a little bit. I believe it was the same on the Commander, as you can see. So I use it in this way, but the circle looks in the same size. The Phillips screw is there, same like here. Yes. And oh, here on the zero tolerance we got kind of torques probably, and also as a standard on the Emerson, but still a little bit different, as you can see, or as you might see now here. The old one has I would say that well, the shape, the kind of U shape, is, for me, seems on the Vindicator seems to me a little bit higher. So I don't know how to say that, the curvature or the ball shape, I don't know, half ball shape, it's just like that. It's more simply pronounced than on here. Maybe you'll see here. But what definitely is true is because it's for flat screwdrivers, and Emerson is known for it, the line where you stick where you put in the screwdriver. I got my favorite Victorinox here. So standard flat. I can stick it here, put it here, and of course use it here. But here, the line for that screwdriver is slightly wider. So what I will say, you can put there, yes, that's the play before I start to twist it or turn it, and here isn't that play. So if I take some, let's say, screwdriver made for, let's say, harder use, I mean with thicker head to not be damaged, so I can put it here, but probably I can't put it here. So the Vindicator seems to me kind of modern way, it seems to me. Something else, of course, what we can see, we got this, I don't know, I would say sharp side is not even that sharp, but here is definitely not. This is curved, and I can tell you right now, when I got this one in hand, I feel this line, this corner, and when I did the test for the commander, I said there when I've been in the forest, I said it's not really comfortable to do any, like, you know, carving. Of course you can do it, and that's why you got a knife for these things, and maybe for kind of survival, so you want to make a fire and these things, definitely you can do it, but it's not comfortable for carving, I mean for longer time slicing. This one, in the other hand, but I didn't any test, and because it's not mine, I will not do any test until eventually I buy it. There is a curvature, and for handling, it's more comfortable, guys. It is more comfortable. So seems to me like this one is upgrade of the commander for me. But I will talk about specs after short time. Anyway, as I said, 154 cm, 154 cm, and L-Max. Liner lock, and frame lock. And this is titanium, by the way. This is very comfortable knife. As I said, gentleman's knife. I carry this one as when I want to have some folder with me, I can rely. I tested this knife, so it's not definitely the strongest because of the lock. If there will be triad lock, that will be excellent. Absolutely astonishing knife, made of premium materials and stay some abusing. The limit here is the frame lock, unfortunately. But anyway, it can stand up some abusing, which we shouldn't do with any folder. But okay, so this is for me gentleman's folder, and I like it. And as we can see anyway here, it's much more difficult to do something with this. Let's say you want to tidy it up or loosen up the pivot here for easy or more safe opening. Let's say it must be a little bit used, so you have to have some kind of key. I mean for the turning, or at least pliers, which is more suitable because most of us carry some multi-tool knife, so that's more suitable for it. But it's more complicated, and as we can see, there are some heads for here on the side for if I want to disassemble a knife, for some iron key, seems to me about 3 millimeters, somewhere like that. And because we know it, on the Emerson, all of them Phillips, and of course same on the Commander model. I did it, I unscrewed it without any problems. I disassembled the knife, cleaned it up after a long time, because I said I got it, I don't know, 15 years, I can't remember now. So yeah, it's about 15 years, but not sure. Also, I talk of this the pocket clip without any problems, assemble it out and back and like that, so I have no problem with that. Even on my cold steel folders, somebody said there could be a problem with these small screws. I didn't have any problems, so I don't know. Same on the zero tolerance, and I expect this one same here. If we check out, by the way, the clip by itself, it looks pretty much same to me. What do you say? And this one is thinner, guys, as we can see, and see that no, it's actually longer, slightly longer. If I put the wire somewhere in the line where the screws are, this one. This one seems to be slightly longer, but just few millimeters, and it's on the hog side, so not really big deal. I had not any problem with with it, like it should fall out from my pockets, not from any of these, with any of these two knives, and of course I don't expect something with the Vindicator. Okay, specs, I got it here. So important is say the old Commander I bought, as I said, many years ago, cost me, guys, about $318 US. here. Oh, so no, sorry, that was important from USA, exactly from the time. So that was from there. So if I recounted it for my money up to today, it was 318. The Vindicator, both 2 months ago about, was for 354. So even more. It's 36 US dollars more. But of course, the price are rising usually. But that's a little bit later about it. And zero tolerance, this one Emerson was for 204, so absolutely cheaper. That was so 318, 354, and 204. So this knife, Emerson zero tolerance Emerson, made of, it's simply better made. So we got a not only steel liner, but we got the titanium, we got the LMAX blade and coating and everything like that. Otherwise we got G10 and everything like on the Emersons is $100 and something cheaper. Actually, it's very hard to find this model also now. So none of these three models is easy to find at the moment as a new. So there's a pretty good, guys. Okay, that was the price. I spoke about the steels, so the Emerson's 154 cm liner locks, as I said, and the zero tolerance of 620 was the LMAX and with a frame lock and titanium frame lock. Here are the stainless steel liner locks. I don't like that much liner locks, guys. What's important, the thickness of those Emersons is 3.2 millimeters, of course, and that's 0.12 of an inch. So thickness of the blade, of course, on the spine. Even if this one looks a little bit thinner than on the Commander, they are both the same. Okay, but on the 0620 is 3.9 or 0.15, so it's over half millimeter thicker blade, so more meat of better steel. That's nice. We got a cutting edge, real cutting edge on the Emerson Commander. Even this knife looks so big, is only, I would say, that 3.5 of an inches is real cutting edge, so from here to the very tip. And as I used it, you can rest your index here and use it in this way very safely with no any problems like that. So you got it. So, and that's as I said, 3.5 inches or 8.9 centimeters. On the Vindicator, it is, I believe it was the same. Oh, Vindicator has the longest cutting edge, so 9.4 centimeters, so plus 5 millimeters of real cutting edge, plus 5 millimeters. Or we got it, sorry guys, what it is, 3.7 of an inch. So that was 3.5, this is 3.7. And on that zero tolerance or 620, the real cutting edge is 3.5 and 8.9. So the Commander and this Emerson zero tolerance has got both of these have the same real edge length, so 8.9 on or 3.5. I say that 3.5. Yes. So the Vindicator is a with a longer blade or real cutting edge is the winner. And what we got here, what's important, the knife open, so fully open knife like this one, the Commander got 22.2 centimeters or 8.74 of an inches. The Vindicator is 22.4 centimeters, so 2 millimeters longer, or 8.81 inches, like this one, open. And this one, 0620, we got 21 and a half or 8.46 of an inches. So if as the locked knife, the zero tolerance Emerson cooperation is the shortest out of these. So we can see it. You see it in the end of this video. You'll see them side by side more. So you can see how significantly shorter this knife is. So easy to carry, even if this one has the same blade length as as the Emerson. So that is important. We go to this later, but I can tell you right now, this one is the most of heavy out of these three. Okay, so that was the closed length Emerson Commander, 13.08 centimeters, 13.08, so generally 13.1 centimeters or 5.15 of an inch. The Vindicator is 13.25, so 13.25 centimeters, and or 5.21 of an inch, closed. And this 0620 is 12.48, so let's say 12.5 centimeters or 4.91 centimeters. So this one is much more easy to carry, even if we go to the weight Commander, 154 grams or 5.5 ounces. So this is the lightest out of these three. The Vindicator is 176 grams or 6.2 ounces, and this 0620 is 182 grams or 6.4 ounces. So 154 Commander, 176 the Vindicator, that's 22 grams, so it's close to 1 ounce heavier than the Commander. And zero tolerance is even more heavier, so there's over 1 ounce heavier than the Emerson, so than the Commander, and just slightly heavier than the Vindicator, which has the longer real cutting edge, as we said. So that's all the details what I want to say. We got the black coating on each of them. See, after a long time used, the coating is going off. Even here on the tip, as we can see, I grinded it here with a convex, so it slices. I hope it slices nicely, the Commander. And this one has slightly thicker blades, steep secondary bevel, but I like the shape. I like the shape of this knife. It's not as slicey as these, because I keep this edge more durable, so there is a bit more angle of this one, is thicker blade, so it's more durable. I keep it to be more durable than the, let's say, on the Commander, where I did lots of slicing before that, because it used to be my EDC for whenever. This one is my only let's say, yes, urban EDC, because when I'm in forest I got different knives, urban EDC now. So but the Commander, I used to carry this one in the forest as an EDC, I would say, or pocket knife with some another longer knives. And if I would have this one, it will be also my everywhere EDC, because there's such great handling, guys, such great handling. I would say, yes, I don't like Emerson's because the price. That's, I said many times, because price 154 cm is kind of old steel. I said it before, the liner locks for me is better than no locks, but for me it's the weakest lock I got on my folders, of course. So I'm not happy. And if you've seen the test, of course, if you got the knife only for cutting and slicing, I absolutely agree. And so many people say, yeah, you should do it. Well, yeah, yes, I got it, absolutely agree. But still, if we got the locks like 3-yard locks or something like that, or there are more locks which are more tough for abuse, why do not use them? Okay, but anyway, as a general, I do really like this Emerson Vindicator. It's very handy in tool. I didn't say because I don't know how, as I said, when I try to carve for a longer time, how this knife will perform. I mean, not with the cutting, with the slicing, because I tried and it works really, really nice. I like the slight recurve and kind of, yeah, this clip point, but it's the this here is how they say, harpoon style, kind of harpoon style. But I love it, guys. This is absolutely great design. I love it. And we can see this one. This is interesting here. How the finger, the index fall down here. Where is the grooving here? It's really comfortable in hand. I must say, when I got the Commander, I'm happy with that. But this is different. This is nice for different feeling. This is nice. This is nice. Really recommend you this knife, but the price is, as I said, $354, and if you will be lucky and you can get it, I mean, as a new. But maybe if you buy secondhand, it could be more expensive in these days. Okay, that's everything for these knives. I mean, for the Emerson Vindicator. Before you stop, I will finish this video, but there will be sticked like side by side of these three knives for a minute about that, so stay with the video, and I will be happy to see you with my another video, which I got a plan to do very soon. Thank you very much. Have a nice time. Bye. So now we see them. Sorry about the shade, it's evening actually. I got the lights turned on, so we can see here the length of these two knives, which is generally the same, but as we can see, the zero tolerance Emerson is significantly shorter as a generally. Even if I put, I'll start to, let's say, the real cutting edge. Okay, I'll put it in this way. I'll put it in this way. I'll stick the Vindicator into the middle. And let's find out here. So it's set it up by this point where the edge starts, and as we can see, the Vindicator in the middle is the longest. It's just 5 millimeters, so not a really big deal, but still nice 5 millimeters. So let's put them. Sorry the light, but I hope you see. And of course, here we're going to see the difference in lock. So see the liner lock on both Emerson from the right side. So this one and this one, this is the Commander. As we can see after the test, the liner lock is set it off still, and I'm keeping there. I don't care, but it's not really what I am be happy for, but it's like that. So this is on the very right. Here is the Vindicator, new one, but we can see much more thicker the frame lock, which survives more abusing, the same abusing as did the Commander. So that's very important. And pretty different, especially the Tanto of 620 Tanto shape. And also, if I put it there where the finger choil is, about like this one, you can see here, as we can see, this one is a little bit more open. This one isn't that as deep as this one is. So this one is the deepest. This one is kind of open here more. This is more rounded, as we got it here, as we can see, and here, of course. If I want to hold this knife like this one, well, it's not really safe because I touched the point here. As I said, on the Emerson Commander, no problems. And how it will be about the Vindicator. better than on this zero tolerance, but not as safe as on the Commander. But I can do it here. But I need to be more careful on this one. I'm already on the spot here. So that one, and if I close them. Sorry, got the camera in right hand, so I'm right-handed, so try to put it in order. This one is still a bit. So, yes. So now you're gonna see, if you got it in pockets, you can see this one. You got this one in more in deeper in your pocket than on these two. That's first thing. And of course, it's not as deep in your pocket like these two, because we got this gap and even more here. So this is the most comfortable for as a space which it needs, but it's also the most heavy, let's say, over one ounce is heavier than the Commander, and just slightly heavier than the Vindicator. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that. Bye.